I think at this point we need all the mandates to stop, so we need to do whatever needs to get done.
At the end of the day, he is leaving himself a massive loophole to go back on things, to go back and take away our freedoms again. Till this is over, we're going to stay. Till we have guarantees that it's not going to be next week, next month, that we're right back to this situation. We want our freedom back. We want to have our jobs back. We want our businesses to be open again. We want the prairie provinces back at business and back to being successful.
Just a few hours after Jason Kenney's announcement that the vaccine mandates would be dropped at midnight and further restrictions would be dropped in the coming weeks, the protesters, the truckers, and the farmers at the Coutts border have once again closed the borders, stating that this is too little, too late, effectively, according to some of the people that we spoke with here outside of Milk River. As a result of the border being closed there, the RCMP have now closed off the road here as well, and no one is getting through. Very similar to last night, we are ending the night with no traffic getting through and really no further word beyond the fact that we know at least that at midnight the restriction exemption program, the vaccine mandate, will come to an end. It remains to be seen if this recent closure will generate more response and more action and indeed see further restrictions removed on a more rapid timeline than mentioned by Jason Kenney tonight.
A lot of disappointment from the guys I've talked to. They want to see more. Some of this kid stuff, the mask thing is a real big one. Sure, we're happy with the rep program, but it's the ifs and what ifs and that kind of thing. That's a disappointment. I didn't get to hear all of it, so I can't. I haven't had the time. So I can't respond 100%, but for the most part, guys are here. They're going to hunker down yet. I think the biggest thing is we're waiting for Trudeau to step up and say something, and we're going for all mandates. So it's a start, and that's helping. At least we know our cause is doing something, and we're happy with that. But it's so minute. A lot of guys are just like whatever.
A little too late. Little too little, little too late. It should have been done yesterday when he said he was going to, with a no-show. I understand why the farmers took a little bit of a stand yesterday as well. For the kids and stuff, I think it's a big win. We'll see if Trudeau and the other guys can follow suit. Who knows?
And do you know if Alberta does move in the right direction and keep their promise, is there plans to move to other provinces or anything? Have you heard anything like that?
Like myself, or
have you heard from others?
No, I've been thinking about moving down to the States, that's for darn sure, because I'm one of the unvaccinated. I have not done any of the exemption program in any way, shape, or form. And I was actually let go from my job 3 weeks ago because of vaccine mandates and stuff, and which is very surprising. I'm a welder. I don't work around anybody, but either take a nasal swab or get out the door, and out the door I went.
I think at this point we need all the mandates to stop, so we need to do whatever needs to get done.
At the end of the day, he is leaving himself a massive loophole to go back on things, to go back and take away our freedoms again. Till this is over, we're going to stay. Till we have guarantees that it's not going to be next week, next month, that we're right back to this situation. We want our freedom back. We want to have our jobs back. We want our businesses to be open again. We want the prairie provinces back at business and back to being successful.
Well, people may not have quite gotten everything they wanted. Some of Jason Kenney's language was indeed troubling, with talks of variants and reemergence potentially causing the reintroduction of some of these restrictions. And Jason Kenney may deny the role that the truckers played in the restriction exemption program being canceled as of midnight tonight. But the fact of the matter is, if it was not for these truckers, the truckers who headed to Ottawa and the truckers who are down in Coutts and the truckers here in Milk River taking a stand, it is very likely that the restriction exemption program would still be in place. So these folks can take some solace that their efforts are not in vain. for Kian and Sid, who have been down at the border working tirelessly. It is also partly thanks to their incredible work that the mandates will be behind us for at least the foreseeable future. And with further restrictions being dropped over the next few weeks, there is at least some hope that normalcy has returned, and hopefully for the long term. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. For Rebel News, I'm Adam Soos.
Well, good news, everybody. Rebel News has decided to help us out with lawyer fees, which we really appreciate. Thank you guys. Ezra Levant just gave us a call and said that whatever fees wasn't covered by Trucker, what's the website there? Truckerlawyer.ca. So whatever's not covered, he would the shortfall he would cover himself
personally.
So just wanted to let you guys know, really good news. We've got good guys on our side. We really appreciate it. All funds are going to be taken care of. They're going to cover all tickets being given out, and it's all going to be crowd funded. So thank you everybody for donating. We really appreciate it.